Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my next video diary. It is 22:45 on the 10th of February, 2025. I'm Andy, and this is what I've been up to today. Went to work, drove to work, and did what I said I was going to do yesterday, and did a ChatGPT session in which I ran through what I want the modules to be, or first we brainstormed about what the course could be. So if I go to this now, we can see my layout of this. And okay, so the first one is Module 0, and it's an overview of the mini masterclass. Who is this course for? Beginners, side hustlers, smartphone users. What learners will achieve by the end. A quick breakdown of the upcoming modules and encouragement to take action and apply what they learn. And basically, it's covering the basics of how to create a video. I thought I'd start right at the beginning and solve a problem. So if you are one of those people, not you, the audience, but if you are looking to get a course, my thinking behind this, if I've got a solution to a problem, people are likely to want to purchase the course. It's starting right at the beginning. So if you've got a mobile phone or if you've got a digital camera, you can create content, and I'm going to walk you through in this course over the modules how to do it. Okay, moving on to module 1. What you need: essential equipment for content creation, smartphones, iOS and Android, tablets, compact cameras, basically anything that can shoot and save video. We'll talk about tripods and stabilizers, external microphones for better audio, basic lighting options, including ring light, softboxes and natural light, understanding what's necessary versus nice to have. Yeah, I'm not going to go, this isn't what this is about, but I'm outlining what I've talked about. I could talk about this stuff for ages because this is what I love doing. Because my job, I'm dealing with footage that is constantly, changing and is shot by different operators. There isn't a situation that I haven't had to deal with when it's come into my edit suite. So taking the point of view from the editor and applying it to production is, I think, it stood me in good stead when I've made stuff, videos, corporate videos, music videos. There's some stories there for another video. But anyway, we're doing this. The impact of quality equipment on the final content. Well, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Anyway, this isn't the course. I'm not doing the course. The importance of starting. So this is module 2, the idea. The importance of starting with a clear concept. Translating ideas from mind to paper or digital notes. So basically, structuring your content before you actually do anything with it. Planning what needs to be filmed to align with the vision. Thinking about editing before shooting. And that's what I've just talked about. If you can, I'm not doing the course now, but I can talk about this for hours. Okay, module 3, filming techniques, handheld versus tripod filming, immediacy versus stability, best use cases for each approach, shot compositions so you understand what wide, medium, close-up shots are, and the rule of thirds in framing. Camera movement and when to use it, portrait versus landscape, a bugbear of mine. TikTok, shorts and reels are all portrait, and longer form content on YouTube and other platforms should be landscape. Strategy for framing shots to work in both formats. Yeah, okay, we're on to module 4. How different shots type affect audio quality. Basically meaning if the camera's far away and you don't have an external microphone, you're not going to be able to hear. Choosing the right microphone on camera, lavalier, shotgun, or external recorders. Shotgun mic, if you don't know, is just one that picks up sound from a long way away. Background noise control and best recording environments. Syncing audio with video, using voiceovers or AI-generated voiceovers when needed. Module 5. Moving footage from phone to camera or to the computer. Different methods for phones and cameras and considerations for video quality and file size. Storage solutions, external hard drives, SSDs and cloud storage. So the advantages and disadvantages of those. Organization, including setting up folders, naming conventions and structuring projects for the edit. Module 6. Importing footage into the edit software, organizing clips on the timeline, trimming and cutting footage for clarity, using simple transitions to maintain flow, adjusting basic audio levels to match visuals. It goes on. Number 7, module 7, understanding video and audio tracks. Basically, that's the principles of nonlinear editing. I'm not going to read it all out. Module 8, music and sound effects. Important stuff to know, and I'll cover all of that. Module 9, audio mixing. So important that you can hear everything. Module 10, exporting and upload is a big one. Export settings, compression considerations, quality. Keeping a version without music for future re-edits, uploading process, and best practices for social platforms, archiving footage for future projects, and repurposing content. That could be blocked in with keeping a version without music for future re-edits. That could be combined. Reframing for portrait format. So that's, that's all fine. Okay, so those were the modules. So we're looking at 2 hours. I would have thought could I do that in a day? Probably. With some quite intense planning, I could do that in a day. Productive. I did that. I sketched it out on the way to work using ChatGPT. When I say I use ChatGPT, it didn't just give me that. I basically use ChatGPT as a personal assistant and say, could you write me module 1 and I want it to include this. And if you think of anything else, let's work on module 1. I worked over the 45-minute drive in. I worked all the way through those 10 modules. And actually, when I pulled into the car park at work, I was just doing the 10th one. Did a full day's work, which was fine. Came home, had dinner, sat down, typed it into Canva. And that's the result. All of those there. If I pop out, actually, you can see there's there are all the files there. Now I have to take all of those modules and I might try and do 2 right up, maybe. I'm going to aim. I'm not going to overpromise, but I'm going to try and do at least a module a day. What would that be? That would be, I could probably I'll do the introduction at the end when I've done all 10 modules, and I might even shoot it at the end so I know what I've covered when I do it. But yeah, that's the plan. Do a module a day for the next 10 days. So in theory, I should be able to shoot it in the next couple of weeks, maybe over a weekend. And there we go. So that's my video entry for today. I've been Andy. You've been great. See you in the next one.